Welcome to this week's Redbird Zone. I'm Jordan Klein. The Illinois State volleyball team hosted a pair of games over the weekend. After defeating the Drake Bulldogs 3-2 on Friday, the Redbirds would be back at it on Saturday night against Northern Iowa. That game would lead to a sweep for the Redbirds 3-0 as Allie Dawson would lead the way with 14 kills and Jalen Keene following along with 10. The Redbirds will return to action next weekend with matches at Loyola on Friday and Bradley on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Illinois State men's tennis team finished with a 4-4 singles record on their last day of play at the Drake Hidden Dual Tournament this past weekend. Christopher Grieve won 2 of those matches on Sunday and went 7-0 on the weekend. ISU finished with a 12-16 singles record and 6-3 on doubles. The Redbirds will head to the ITA Midwest Regionals in Notre Dame, Indiana next weekend. And we're moving on to ISU football now. The Redbirds were in Springfield, Missouri on Saturday trying to move their record to 5-1. Once again, the Redbird offense set the tone early with a fast start, scoring on an 83-yard opening drive with Trey Roberson connecting with Anthony Warham. Less than 6 minutes later, Roberson found Warham again, this time for a 34-yard touchdown to take an early 14-0 lead. The rest of this game was history as ISU would win this one 38-2.
And in that game, Anthony Warham had a career day, exploding for 7 catches and a career best 194 yards with 3 touchdowns. Trey Roberson passed for just over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns to capture his first 300-yard passing game of the season and 3rd in his career. Marshawn Coppers ran for 139 yards and 2 scores on the day.
A fourth-quarter safety is the only thing that kept Missouri State from being shut out for just the 3rd time since 1991. The Redbirds will now return home to take on in-state rival Western Illinois in their 2015 homecoming contest. Kickoff is slated for 2 p.m. The ISU volleyball team split their 2 contests this weekend by losing to Wichita State on Friday and defeating Missouri State on Saturday. Joining me today in the studio is junior Allie Dawson. Allie, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so Allie, talk about these games this past weekend. Obviously a tough one to lose in 5 sets against Wichita State.
Yeah, I mean, coming off of the first time we played them, we didn't play our best, so we were just like, we got to work on what we didn't execute the first time. So I think we did a really good job. It's awful to lose, but you know, we proved that we can fight with the best teams, and I think we did prove to people that we can compete for a title here.
And in NFL action yesterday, the Chicago Bears were looking to get back to their winning ways coming off a bye as they took on the Minnesota Vikings. Bears-Vikings, big division matchup in Chicago. Let's head to the 4th. Just after the 2-minute warning, Vikings down 7. They need a touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater finds Stephon Diggs. He sheds a tackle, and he would go the distance, folks, as this game would be tied. And then the Bears would get the ball back, and Jeremy Langford on a key 3rd down play drops the ball, so it would give the Vikings the ball back for a chance to win. Teddy Bridgewater finds Charles Johnson deep. That would put him in field goal range, and Blair Walsh would seal the deal here as he makes a field goal. Vikings win 23-20. Thanks, guys. ISU volleyball was looking to win their 2nd game of the weekend after they knocked off their arch rival, the Bradley Braves, on Friday. The Redbirds will be without one of their key players and freshman Lexi Varga. The ISU volleyball team was looking for their 3rd straight win as they welcomed the Loyola Ramblers to Redbird Arena for a key conference matchup on Saturday night. In the first set, the Redbirds came out of the gate slow, and it was all Loyola in the first set, winning 25-16. However, the Redbirds would flip the script in the 2nd set with key blocks by Jalen Keene and kills by who else than senior Ashley Rush.
I definitely think that we were a little shocked from Loyola coming out so strong, and so I think that we just said we have to turn this around if we want to be, we have to be different if we want to win. So I think we all just had to step up, change the way we came out, and just change the way we played because it wasn't working.
The 3rd set was close early, but the Redbirds pulled away with an 8-0 run, which featured 2 kills each from Allie Dawson and Jordan Weatherless. Rush would tally the kill for the set point. The Redbirds would lean on Rush in the fourth set as she recorded 7 more kills to help the Redbirds finish off the win. With postseason play just around the corner for the Redbirds, you never know which team you can match up with.
Again, this is a very good team. I don't underestimate. We might have to see this team again. We have no idea where we're going to finish and where they're going to finish. So I think moving forward, I think this was a great, like Ashley said earlier, this is a great response, very different response than a month ago. And so it was great for us to be able to do that. And who knows moving forward who we're going to see in the playoffs.
ISU now sits at a 20-8 record overall with a 10-5 record in conference play, which is good enough for third place in the Missouri Valley Conference. Illinois State is back in action next weekend with road matches at Southern Illinois on Friday and Evansville on Saturday. Back to you guys. That's right, Stephen. That warmth you're feeling isn't the cookies baking in the oven, but rather NFL divisional races heating up. Atlanta, where the Vikings taking on the Falcons. Teddy Bridgewater hands it off to Adrian Peterson. The Vikings are taking early 7-0 lead. Matt Ryan, next possession, pitches it to Tevin Coleman. Looks like he's going to go the distance. Shakes a defender here, but Anthony Barr comes out nowhere and knocks it out from behind. Anton Exum recovers, and the Vikings get a big turnover there. Later on in the game, Matt Ryan throws it end zone, tries to find Jacob Tammy, but Terrence Newman picks it off there. And then it's all day Adrian Peterson. He would seal the deal here with a 35-yard touchdown run. Vikings win 20-10. Every week we come up with 3 jaw-dropping plays that we think deserve to be on our top plays of the week. So without further ado, here are your top 3 plays of the week. Let's start Auburn versus Alabama. Jeremy Johnson launches this one deep downfield to Jason Smith and tip drill, ladies and gentlemen. He takes this one 77 yards to the house. However, Alabama would win 29-13.